Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Phantom Frequency. I am your host, Ghostish. I once was dead, but now I am alive. I know there's an ad coming on. That was my bad. I should have ran the ad as soon as I started stream. I forgot to do that. But I also didn't want to wait 30 minutes to start. If you're currently in Agile, I apologize. Stellaria, welcome. If you're in Agile, I apologize. But today we're going to be doing a quick stream. I just got back from work, and got settled in, but I needed to get some production hours in, you know what I mean? So, that's what we'll be doing. Let's see, let me just make sure I have everything necessary. Oop, yeah, let's close that out. Okay. So this is what we have so far. I haven't worked on this since. I have Ableton, so that means I can assist you on a more personal level now whenever you need it. Oh, sick! Have you been playing around and kind of like learning the DAW? But so yeah, this is what I have so far. I think what I want to do is change up a few things, and I want to use a little bit of 8-bit. What is it called? So maybe you can teach me the shortcuts. Yeah, absolutely. Since I know how to produce, I don't think it'll be hard to produce it. Yeah, I don't think it should honestly be that difficult. Magical 8-bit plugin is what I kind of want to play around with. But let's see what we have so far. Most important shortcuts, I think, honestly, well, spacebar is your play. I think middle bar is click and drag. When you're going into the actual thing, something that I learned is control is E. If you hit E, I don't know if you can see it, but you can cut these. If you hit E, well, you don't have anything selected, you can kind of slice stuff up. Right? If you have a note selected, you can hit Control E to divide them up, and then you click and drag. Quantizing, oh shoot, what was it? Hold on. Let me see if I remember. Pretty sure it's Control U, Control Shift U. Control U is to quantize. I know the arrangement shortcuts and like how to get to it in the channel rack. Control U is the quantize. To get into the channel rack, you would just double click on your track, and then you can drag in whatever you need, like EQ8 for example. Yeah, I definitely want to work on the Kagi thing for a little bit. I thought it was really pretty cool. I want to try something out though. Actually, let's duplicate these 3. Oh, I just learned something. So it duplicates down here. Okay, that's cool. I don't want that, but that's good to know. What is this? On the other Kagi MIDI, the one that he just released. Talking about oops, I totally forgot to post this. Quick production stream. Let's see. Screen capture. You're talking about Kagi. This one right here, right? This one. Let's see. Desktop audio. Can't forget to turn that off. This one's super sick. I did have some ideas for this too. Yeah, dude, I'd totally be down. Let's turn desktop audio back off so I don't forget. But let's see. Let's duplicate. Let's just duplicate one. I'm gonna do M8B, M8B. I want to try Magical 8-bit and kind of see what it would sound like. Okay, so let's say I wanted to work on these chords, right? You can just have your plugin right here. You can just like drag it to the track, drag it to the channel or this rack right here, or to the track itself, and then you get your stuff, right? Let's solo this. Oh gosh, let's turn that down. That's kind of nice. Let's put this on, loop is Control L. Failing King, heading to bed, just popping in to wish you a good stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in and for popping in and saying hi. Appreciate that. I hope you have a good night's rest, and take care. I think this is pretty good. I'm curious to what it would sound like with this on here too. Ooh. Let's turn that down. Too much of the same sound. Yeah. I think it might just be better to like if I can seems super low. Won't go good. I want to slow this down. What if wreck these. Okay, let's take these. What if I just move these? Whoops. These are too plucky. Okay. Yeah, we'll use that as a placeholder. And here's what we'll do. We'll take this. Nope. Let's bring it back down. Ooh. Interesting. Actually, what if... Huh. What if we did... If we... Let's shorten this. Okay. And then we go like this. Shift arrow key to like elongate or shorten. Control arrow to jump to different notes, to jump to the next note in the knee, right? Or in the note right here. Let's move these down. Find that kind of interesting. Oh gosh, no. too much. Something like this. Gosh, dude, this melody is so complex. I don't even know how to dissect it. It's insane. What if we just... The arrangement area. Remind me again what that is. Arrangement view? You talk about like this? So you know how this is like session view, right? Arrangement view right here. Is that what you mean? You hit tab. Yeah. Yeah, arrangement view is tab. I rarely ever use session view. I'll use session view if I'm mixing, but like my last track I mixed as I produced, and honestly it turned out a lot better than any of my other mixes that I've ever done. So yeah, maybe I might do like a slight touch up, but like I don't think I use session view. I don't think I see myself using session view anymore for a while. Okay. Let's quantize these. How do I drag stuff into audio effect? If you mean like this is all I need to know pretty much. What do you mean by into the audio effect? Like in what way? The audio effects here area. Oh, here. Okay, so depending on what you have, okay, select an instrument and then drop audio into it. Okay, so if you want to use MIDI, there's two different types of tracks, right? There's MIDI and there's audio. I don't know how it is with other stuff, but basically for MIDI, you are first gonna want, if you want to play an instrument, you have to use MIDI, right? So you'll have a MIDI track. And then, which is, you can do Control-Shift-T to create a new MIDI track. So Control Shift T, new MIDI track, right? And then you can drag like let's say I wanted to do Vital or Serum, right? So I could just drag and drop it straight onto the track here. I could drag and drop it to here. I can drag and drop it here. Doesn't matter, right? It has to be an audio track, or I'm sorry, it has to be a MIDI track if you're doing like, if you're using VSTs and stuff like that. And then you can just arm it right here. The arm button is right here, this little J looking thing. You can't see it, but there'll be like to the right of your MIDI, and this area right here to the right, you'll see right next to the S, you'll see, which is solo, which is Shift S, by the way, if you want to solo something, is arm. And then you can hit your arm track right here. And then you can just like, if you want to play your keyboard, like on your actual like typing keyboard, then, oops. Let's turn this on. Then you're gonna want to make sure at the very top right, right next to your CPU usage, to the left of that, there's going to be a piano. You're gonna want to make sure that's selected. And then what you're gonna do is, once you have whatever you need, right? Oop, that's very loud. Let's turn that down. Okay. You're gonna go into your newly created MIDI instrument, or MIDI track, right? You're going to select the amount of bars or whatever that you want. Control Shift M to create a MIDI view, right? And then you can double click in here, and it'll bring up this right here. You're gonna want to make sure this button right here, the headphone icon, is blue, is selected, because if it's not, you won't be able to really hear anything. So make sure that's selected, make sure this is armed, and then boom, you can play on your keyboard, right? I'm using my actual typing keyboard to play, not my MIDI keyboard. Now let's say you wanted to add effects, right? You would double click on the track right here, right, to get out of MIDI view, right? So to get into MIDI view, you would double click on the MIDI. To get out of MIDI view and into the actual track, you're gonna go and double click on the actual track to the right. Then let's say you want to drag effects on it, right? Like audio effects or whatever. Let's say you wanted to drag, you wanted to put an EQ8 on it, right? You can Control F will bring up the menu, and you can type in like EQ, right? And then there'll be like in your little section right here, there'll be like something like a channel EQ, EQ3, EQ8, all your stuff, right? Then you can just click, drag, and drop it right into the effects track. And then you can play around with whatever you want with it. I highly recommend down here in the audio rack section, or audio effects rack, to the left, you can't see it on my screen, but to the left, very, very bottom left corner, there is an eye. I would click that, and now when you hover over anything, it shows you like information. That's like super valuable. I learned a lot of things doing that, or having that up. Yeah. For effects, for actual audio, let's say you wanted to drag and drop audio, right? Let's say you wanted to like make a kick. You would do Control T for a new track. So Control Shift T is a new MIDI track. Control T is a new track. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, dude, if you have any questions, just ask, and I can let you know. But this arrow, this info button, make sure it's on. Like, that info button has so much good valuable information. because it also tells you the shortcuts for it. But yeah, I'm the same way. There's a lot of really good Ableton videos that are super helpful. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and if I know the answer, because I'm still learning my DAW too. But if I know the answer, I'll let you know. I think maybe I can get away with this. Yeah, absolutely, of course. Okay, yeah, I wanna get rid of like all of these, not get rid of them, but like simplify these, because like these are like, this is such a complex melody. Can probably get rid of this. I think I like that one better. And don't forget, B for Bensel, dude. When I try using my PC keyboard, it won't play notes. So at the very top, there is a piano at the very top right. You can't see it on my screen, but the very top right, there's going to be a piano key. You can click that to enable it, or you can also hit M and it'll turn it on and off. And that should enable you to use your keyboard. But you have to make sure the right track is armed. So once you have that key selected, or the piano, okay, so arm is gonna be to the very right of the track. Let's say you wanted to, I wanted to arm this one, right? So at the very right, there's gonna be a button that looks like a J inside of a circle. and when you click it, it'll turn red. And then once it's red, that means it's armed. Nice. Okay. Did it work? Are you able to play on your keyboard? Okay, good, good, yeah. Okay, now let's start subtracting. I'm actually, wow, I'm learning a lot right now. Okay, okay, interesting. Okay, so I've really simplified the beginning, but get rid of that one. Ooh. I don't like that sound right here. Okay, what if we just... Just making my brain hurt. So complicated. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. This melody is insane. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. I need to take a break from that. I don't know what I'm like. I'm just trying to modify it, and it's so hard to touch. Okay, so you regret, not learning both DAWs sooner. I feel like it'll be bumpy to learn. I don't think it'll be that bad for you, honestly. There might be a little bit of growing pains, but I mean, I don't know. I've never learned two DAWs, but I think it'll be fine for you. I mean, I know so many people that have swapped from FL to Ableton, but yeah, I mean, Ableton can do so much. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel like FL is like can be pretty convenient, but like once you know, like once you've learned Ableton and you know a little bit more about it, it's like still like it's there's definite like a lot of cool things that you can do. You think this interface sucks? Honestly, I think, well, I don't know. I love Ableton's interface. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Like I think FL's interface is like kind of blinding to look at, dude, if I'm being completely honest. The less CPU usage without every plugin using effects and visuals, yeah, 100%. And I like that, like, you can group things, and that becomes your bus. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having to have a separate audio track and then like forward your tracks to that audio track to create a bus, like you just group them, and then there's your bus. I don't know how to feel about this section right here. He'd be like, learn Studio One instead. Yeah. I mean, I've never tried Studio One, so I can't really say anything. I think this is just too loud. Where's my automation? Oh yeah, let's try automation. And then let's turn this down. This is like massively loud. Just this section right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's turn it down by a little bit. Or by like a lot. Okay, that's not as bad. I wonder if I can like lower the octave. I think we lower the octave. This one. Not too bad, I guess. These drums are so loud, dude. This kick is like enormous. I'll turn that down. What if I did it like this way? I don't even know what I'm doing. Maybe. Что смотри. What is this one? It's the same thing as this? What's this? Oh. Okay, okay, okay. What if we did it this way? Let's just throw in another synth and see. Let's get more options. interesting for sure. Let's throw this on loop. Kind of want to use this. I'm just messing around right now. You know what? Let's just experiment. Play around. Not try too hard. What if we did? Okay, yeah. Let's play around with that. Let's duplicate this. And then we're gonna delete these. Change this up. Just change the sound. Let's go with... like a lead. Ooh. Yeah, we could probably do something like this. There's a frequency in here that I don't like. Somewhere around here. Ow, yeah, that one. Let's increase the Q on this one. Decrease the Q a little bit, that's a little too narrow. And we could probably just lower this just a tad bit. I like the slides here. Yeah, this like little ring right there because of this slide. But if it was like normal, yeah. Is this a slide? Is that why it's not gone? Yeah. I think it's actually, I like it. Let's. Maybe we can go higher? Oh, just this one. I think. Wait. If I put it to always. I think that's really cute. This jump right here is like short jump. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think we should go like this. Or like this. Okay, yeah. But let's extend that. Okay. Dun. Maybe shorten these. Learn Studio One instead. What's up, EXO? How's it going?
Shout out to EXophonic Music.
If you're not following my boy EXO, he's doing comms on VGen, and his music is amazing. Oh, maybe we extend this. What if we did it like that? Wait. What did this one sound like? Okay, no, I think I like it here. EXophonic. AXO? Or AXO? IXO. Okay. Something right here. Okay, yeah, that might be good. sounded. Maybe like that. Google that and get 1,000 other producers. They're all dubstep producers. Let's quantize these. There we go. What if we did it like that? Like 3 other producers, but nothing recent. Everything is taken. Yeah. I feel that. For a long time, before I started producing music, I was trying to come up with like a really like unique name for just my in-game stuff, right? When I used to play like League of Legends or my Discord name or anything like that. But I wanted something like, I love ghost Pokemon. And so like, and that's what kind of got me into like, oh yeah, ghosts are cool and stuff like that kind of ghost vibe. I thought of Ghostish because I got the idea from another artist that I don't want to name right now because for reasons. You can ask me on Discord later. But I kind of combined Ghost with Ish, and I was just like, you know what, Ghostish sounds pretty cool. But I didn't realize that it was like other people have thought about it. So there's a couple other Ghostishes, a couple other Ghostishes out there, but yeah, I don't think any of them are active. Fourth result. Whoa, later stream. Indeed, yeah. I probably should, like, I might give it maybe 30 more minutes and then I should go to bed soon. Fourth result down from the search is not bad, actually. Wow. It's kind of wild. On Google? Ghost. Yo, Mr. Keeves! Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Phantom Frequency.
Merkeebs followed your channel.
Merkeebs. Mr. Keeves? Merkeebs? Oh, wow. Yeah, my Wandering Village playthrough. Why? It's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, Chombles, what's up, man? Let me Chombles VT. Did I spell that right? I did. Shout out to Chombles, another music producer.
Shout out to Chombles VT.
Super dope. Chombles, I wanted to talk to you about something off stream soon. I wanted to ask you something about your stream. that I thought was pretty cool. You're the first result on Twitch when searching Ableton Live. I kind of like Merkeeves. Merkeeves pretty dope. First result when searching Ableton Live is kind of crazy. That's dope. Okay, what am I working on? I'm working on this right here. Yeah, for sure, yeah. I just don't want to forget, but... I think that's kind of like different-ish enough, right? Maybe we go up one. Bar 23 gets complicated. Right here. Beat 23. Sustaining the G. You talk about this one? So like this. Oops, don't loop that. Where am I? What just happened? What did I do? Okay. Whew! Alright. Let's go back to looping this. And then... this one. You're talking about this one, right? Yeah. So it sounds like... all the way through? Like that? This is too high. Maybe not all the way. Just to the end of the beat, yeah. Or what if we did something like this? I kind of like that. I just got a phenomenal gift, a brand new MacBook Air M2 and Ableton Live. I have never used Ableton or had a new Mac, so I searched for Ableton Live here on Twitch, and you were the top of the list for live now streaming. That's so cool. Wow. It's an honor to be the to be the first one that you see. Congratulations on your MacBook and on Ableton. I love Ableton. I am actually a new producer. I started back in December, so I have a little under 8 months under my belt. When the year started, I had a goal to start, finish, and release on SoundCloud a track per week, regardless of how I felt about it. And mind you, I had no prior musical experience. I just really liked music. I liked the idea of being a producer. I really wanted to try it out, and I've always wanted to learn production for a long time, but always gave myself excuses. Something happened in my life where I found myself with a lot more time than I thought I had. And I decided, you know what, let's go for it. And so I picked up Ableton. I watched some videos and tutorials on YouTube, and I did for 22 weeks. For 22 weeks this year, I did a track per week, and I released them on SoundCloud. And you can find my very first tracks were lo-fi, and they were awful. but it was like a learning experience. And I think during those like that 22 week, I like to call it my production boot camp, I learned so much. And I learned so much from these two producers here that are in this chat, Exophonic Music, and Stellaria, have taught me so much within the last like month, and it has significantly like increased. Like I've improved a lot, basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, Ableton is so fun. Music production is so fun. I don't know if you have any experience with music production, but I love Ableton. So yeah, have fun. There's plenty of resources out there. I have some resources, like, if no pressure, you're free to join my Discord if you want, at Discord if you so wish. Like I said, no pressure. But I try to post some resources there for Ableton users and other DAW users as well, like sample packs and stuff like that, plugins. But there's plenty of Ableton resources out there. Don't sell yourself short. I have 0 tracks up online. You're doing great. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I planned on releasing them on SoundCloud whether or not I liked them or not. Whether or not I thought they were good, I was like, I have a week deadline and I'm going to post it. And I did. And it's helped me tremendously. Like, I think it was very stressful. It got to a point where, like, I was scared I was going to burn out. But it was very fun, very rewarding. And I think as a new producer, I think the best thing you can do as a new producer is just pump out quantity tracks. You know what I mean? Don't worry about quality. Like, just pump out, focus on, like, finishing your tracks. You know what I mean? Because, like, the last thing you want to do is, like, be a producer who, like, starts like 50 different projects but never finishes them. You know what I mean? Or, like, they start 50 different drops and they're really good at making drops, but they're not, like, good at, like, making intros or breaks or, you know, outros or finishing the track itself, which I think is vital for being a producer. Just followed you on SoundCloud. Hey, thanks, appreciate it. That's an inspiring story. I'd love to hear more of your story, maybe stream, maybe off stream if you're willing to share. Sure, yeah, absolutely. I similarly have found myself with more time than I thought I had. Definitely follow you on Discord for sure, dude. Yeah, join the community. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to be... the reason why I started streaming was to try to build a fan base for my music, I guess, and a community. Oh, there's an ad. But yeah, like a fan base for my community, and hopefully one day, God willing, you know, like, I can produce music that people really, really like and want to listen to. So, but I also wanted it to be a music journal, like a production journey journal, because all the really big artists, you know what I mean, like, you hear their songs now and you're just like, yeah, they're so good, but, like, what did they sound like when they first started? You know what I mean? Like, what, and how much hope could you give people who are starting out, like, if you just released, like, your first tracks? So yeah, I mean, I definitely want to keep those out there. I do like this sustained G going into this drop of the F and then going back into G. I think it's really cool. That's a good idea, XO. Maybe let's try this out. Curious to what it would sound like. Oh, I'm so grateful I found you first. I'm excited to experience your music journal. Thank you so much. Wow, that means a lot. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And if you have any questions, like I said, I'm not super experienced. I only have about 8 months under my belt, but I definitely put in a lot of work. So if you have any questions or anything like that, for Ableton, I'm not an Ableton expert by any means, but like I have learned. I've been with the DAW for like 8 months. So yeah, just ask me any questions or like anything like that, and there's plenty of resources that I try to provide on my Discord as well. But thank you so much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. What hardware do I use? So I thought about getting a Mac. Okay, so when I first started, I was using an Acer laptop. I think the Swift. And it was a business laptop for me. Like kind of like a work laptop. And that was its intention. And then I started getting into production and streaming. And I was trying to debate whether or not to go with a Mac, or not, or like build my own PC. And it was the first time I ever built my PC, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I actually use, I don't remember my specs off the top of my head, but I do know it's in the description down below, in Twitch. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Yeah. So yeah, I actually built my own PC because I grew up with Windows, and I love Windows, and I wasn't ready to make the switch to a Mac. But I built I built my own PC, and it's the reason why I went with that is because I also decided to stream. So because I'm streaming, I felt like I needed a little bit more versatility that Windows can give, as opposed to Mac. Because I also wanted to future-proof myself, in terms of like, what if I wanted to get back into gaming and streaming gaming and stuff like that. And I've been streaming some games, but mainly I try to have my streams be production based. I think maybe like this would probably be better. I used to build PCs. I'm not a Mac native. I used to be PC master race for years. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've always wanted to build my own PC, especially when I was younger, but like I just didn't have the money or the means to, and I have money and the means to now, and I'm so glad I did. It's so fun. Chombles, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Can't really hear this part. Maybe like that. It is. It really is such a cool feeling when it's built and not bought. The first time dude, it took me, I got all my parts in, like the last bits of my parts in at like, I think it was like 6 p.m. my time. I was waiting for the Amazon shipment to come in, or delivery. And then if it got delivered, and my intention was to build it the next day in the morning, but I was just so excited that I ended up building it at, that night, and it took me like 10 hours. But I mean, it was really, really fun. It was really, really rewarding. I also have cats, and so like I had to keep my cats like out because I didn't want any cat hair to like get inside of it. But it was so fun. Yeah, I'm really, really excited with the turnout. Um, so yeah, and it was like spring close to, but like my office gets really, really hot because it's right above the garage, and so like I had the door closed, and like I didn't want to like turn the fan on because I didn't want to get like dust everywhere, and so it was just like so hot in the room while I was building this PC. I haven't posted pics on Discord of my PC. I might do that, um, especially since I got this really weeb, um, this really weeb GPU because GPUs are so expensive. Um, that I ended up getting this Yeston Sakura a Radeon CPU or GPU, and it has like a waifu on it. It's so funny. But I think it fits really, really nicely with the case because I have like the theme is like white and purple. So yeah, I mean I might post some pics eventually, but it's really clean looking. I think really, really cool. Okay, so I think I like how that kind of sounds, but maybe we change the hi-hats to give some like variety. Okay. Maybe we do something like this. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, hold on. What if we did something like this? Ooh, okay, hold on. Cooking, dude. Okay, almost there. Maybe something like... Okay, let's delete these, and then we'll do something like, I thank you for all your replies, and I'm grateful for the discussion, but I'm gonna shut up now and let you work. Cheers. No worries. I love interacting with chat. It's super fun, but thank you so much for the look. I do really appreciate it. I think we do something like this. Ooh, maybe we do something like that. Actually, I think I like that better. Oh, okay. We do. Yeah. Something like this. Whoops. Okay, yeah. I like it. I dig it. Hold on. Maybe like... I think I like this better, this part. So maybe we do something like that instead. But let's turn that down so there's a little bit of variety. And then let's duplicate this down. Actually, talking about that. Let's take this. Nope. Take this. Move it down. Take this. Move it up. Yo, I've been meaning to come say hi since the collab a bit ago. I've stopped in a couple times before and I love what you're doing. Thank you so much, Sky. I appreciate that. How are you doing? I like this. It's good. It's good. So let's kind of play what we have so far. Snare is so loud. Let's turn that down. Maybe we can pan this part right here, so it goes from one ear and out the other. And we're gonna add some spacing here. Not bad. Maybe add like a second section. I'm doing well. How's it going? I'm doing very well. Just got off work. I don't normally stream on work days, because I usually get home from work a little late. But I decided, you know what? I gotta get some production hours in, and I might as well grind by streaming. So, because I do want to make it a habit. But I know a little guitar, but I know nothing about making music. So neither did I. I have less than 8 months of music production under my belt. Prior to that, I had no knowledge about music. I didn't play an instrument. I knew nothing about. I didn't know any music theory. I just liked music. I loved music. I loved listening to music, electronic music, and I love the way like music is and or just kind of is, and I really feel like God moves through so many different creative things, and I think that we were created to create, and I've been wanting to be like I've been wanting to produce music for a long time, but I gave myself excuses and said I didn't have enough time or that I was too old or whatever. Until finally I found myself with a lot more time than I thought, and that's when I decided to take the plunge, and it's so worth it. Like music has brought me, like, I'm so blessed that like God allows me to produce music. You know what I mean? Like it's so fun. Like any type of creativity, I think that we should all create, but like I'm very very grateful that I can produce, and that I can, you know, stream my production journey. Like I think it's so so cool, listening to the tracks that I first put out on SoundCloud and listening to the tracks that I produce now, and that in like just that vast difference in terms of like experience and knowledge, I think is really, really cool. And I'm excited for the future. So, but yeah, my point is that like, if you want to learn, just do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, just do it. I think it's really fun. But yeah, playing guitar, playing any type of instrument, like I respect so much. Like, I wish I could play the piano, I wish I could play the guitar, and I wish I could play the bass. because originally I wanted to make J-pop with like those sick bass lines and stuff like that. But maybe someday. Right now I'm just really focused on producing. And I would love to get myself like an actual keyboard and just like practice playing the piano for a bit. But yeah, piano is so nice. This is not like these chords right here. Well, I modified these, but like I think these are the original. These are the original chords. Yeah, X over here. Shout out to him. He is also a producer. He has 7 or 8 years of piano background. Yeah, like I didn't make these chords. I sampled these. And this melody right here is insane. But yeah, J-pop is specific. I love it. Yeah, there's a lot of J-pop artists out there that I really respect. To name a few, Natori, Yoroshika, Hoshimachi Soise, and there's a J-rock artist that I love. Her voice is so good. Her name is Minami. But yeah, Minami, she's J-rock, but Minami, Natori, and Yoroshika, those 3 are the 3 artists that inspired me to kind of take the plunge and start producing. But my inspiration in terms of my style come from Kawaii Future Bass. So Snail's House is like the main one, right? He's the main inspiration for my current sound. But I also try to get inspiration from Linear Ring. Dude, okay, hold on. There's this song that I found the other day. It's like 7 years old, I think. It's insane. Shoot. I think it's called Chubi. And Kagi is on here. Kagi. And Kagi, he yo, this song right here. Chuni. Just a couple singers that I looked up from being anime voice actors. It's so vast. Like the anime genre, or like just music in general in terms of like the anime scene, J-rock, J-pop, it's so vast. But I might get hit with copyright, but you know what, it's fine. YouTube will mute me, and so will Twitch. But this song is so sick. Kagi's on here, which Kagi actually did this melody right here. He's so dope. On Twitter, he'll post from time to time, sample this, and he'll post the MIDI of the chords, the melody, and all of that. And it's like, yeah, go ahead and sample this. So like, actually, here, before I play that song, let's bring this up real quick. So this is his Twitter. He's super dope. And he just posts like stuff like, hey, sample this. This is the original sample. Let me turn on desktop audio. Please don't let me forget to turn that back off. But this was the original for the track that I'm currently. And he's just like, hey, someone sample this. And there's so many samples right here that like people do. It's really cool. Let's turn that down. And so he just releases these ideas for other producers to just play around with and use. It's really cool. But this song right here that he did with Techi and Amachi, I can't get over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it. if y'all don't mind, because it's so good. I want to use this as a reference track because there's a part here that like blew my mind. 7 years old. Those stutters are so good. Oh my gosh. So like, yeah, that first drop is like really good, but the second drop is insane. The inner bass kid in me is just like, yo, this is so sick. This artist has the same ideas as me for when to do the slides on the melody. I gotta study this, yeah. This part here is my favorite. It's so good. The intro to that drop was just so insane. Yeah. This part right here, where it goes like, eh? And then the initial drop, and then the sample that goes, choto! This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's so good. Like the planning for that and the timing for that, it was just so good. Yeah, so yeah, that kind of stuff is like my inspiration. It's really, really cool. I definitely want to make music like that. But yeah, let's see. I do want to duplicate this down real quick. Actually, that sounds like a fun thing to do tomorrow. I still haven't made a full-on genuine Kawaii future bass track myself. Yeah, dude. I feel like you make a lot of like different types of core. There's a lot of drum and bass that I hear. Your style is very distinct. Like you already have a solidified style, which is really, really cool. And something that I'm trying to figure out for myself as well. But you have a very distinct style, but I don't think you actually have like a full like Kawaii future bass track. I mean, to be fair, Well, no, I have a couple. I always try to make Kawaii feature based, but I always like I don't think it's like textbook. I might have a couple songs that are textbook, but that's mainly because I was using a reference track while I was making it. But I haven't used the reference track in a while, actually. I probably should. Let's loop this. And then maybe go into the kick here. Wait. The kick. Let's go into halftime. Yeah, we can probably go into halftime. Let's rename these. CH. Closed hi-hats too. We could do halftime. Actually, I don't know. Should we? Should we is the question. Whoops. Something like that. And then we can do, where does this go? Okay, so from here we can go boom, boom, boom. Maybe something like that. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe like that. I think that might throw people off. Maybe something like that. Did you remember to turn off? Oh, thank you. I did not remember. I totally forgot. That's probably the reason why you guys were hearing double. I do that every single time. Yep, I do it without fail. Without fail. I do it every single time. Thank you. I always forget. Always. I think there's one time where I remembered. And I've done this so many times. Maybe we go like that. Ooh, maybe we go doom doom. That's too much. Because I do want to keep this right here. Maybe something like that. Maybe, hold on. I think the... I want to add some variety here. Maybe like that. Uh. Okay. Yeah, let's play from the top. Okay. Maybe we go. Let's move these. Something like that, maybe. Oh, okay. No. I think I want to do something like this. Maybe more like this. Dun. Yeah, I think I like that. And then we go like this, maybe. I think that might be too early. I think right here is actually good. No, I don't like that there. Let's put this on loop. It's on the metronome. really like it here. I guess I can just delay it. I feel like it's a little kind of late. Okay, that's a little bit better. There's I'm trying to figure out this section right here. Hold on, let's just select this one so we can. Okay, I know what we can do. Something like this. Yeah, I think I like this. This would be good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's adjust the velocity a little bit. What would it sound like if we did something like this? Just out of curiosity. Wait. Ooh, maybe like that. It's not bad. I think I like it there. I see you're about me. It says cat dad. How many cats do you have? I have 2. I have a black one, an all black one, and an all gray one. Yeah, they're super cute. The black one is 8, and the gray one is gray, or is 7. Okay, let's take a listen to what we have so far. Yeah, the gray one likes to eat all the food, so I have to be very careful. 4, oh, disowned 1. So I like to say I have 3. You disowned 1, like you had to get rid of 1? I don't know what I'm gonna do with these ones. I like this concept, but I like the concept, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. My Siamese is evil. Oh, no, to get rid of her, but it's not up to me. Yeah, Siamese cats are very, very intelligent. And they get they need a lot of stimulation. Like a lot of stimulation. Otherwise they just get really bored and they start doing naughty things. But that cat needs love too. This is really pretty. I just don't know what to do with it. Her last 10 seconds then runs away, yeah. She needs something, I don't know, something else probably. But yeah, they need, excuse me, they need a lot of stimulation. They just get bored really, really easily. We didn't know when we got her as a kitten. Oh. Maybe we can do something like this. Maybe I move this over here. Oops. Now that I'm listening back to it, I don't think I like that. These ones. On the other hand, the other three are siblings and are angels. One calico, one long hair orange, and one black and white. Oh, how cute. Yeah, I love cats. Oh, this is on loop. Yeah, cats are great. 4 is a lot though. I don't know if I can handle 4. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this just is like the outro. Let's just move this over here. We'll figure out what to do with it later. Sam, yeah, I'm always telling people I got an evil cat and they and ask if they want her. Like, I like dogs, but I like other people's dogs. I don't want to own one. I totally agree with you. I used to be like, oh yeah, like I don't really like dogs or whatever, but you know, and then I came to Christ and started having I don't know, started just feeling a lot more like loving, especially like, I don't know, towards animals. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, I think dogs are like really, really cute. And I would say that I like dogs, but I would not want to own one. Yeah, I definitely would not want to own one. Yeah, like it was kind of weird, like other animals that like I would look at and you'd be like, before, right? I'd just be like, oh, like I don't really like I don't really care for, you know, other animals or whatever. But now it's like I'll see, and like I was driving on the road the other day and like I saw a horse, like in one of those, like I was passing by a horse, and I was just like, oh wow, that's a really cute horse. Then I started thinking about like, you know, like the how animals can, you know, I mean, like they're God's creatures, you know what I mean? So it's like like I thought about like how they can feel, you know what I mean? Like they have emotions and, you know, and stuff like that. And I don't know, I was feeling a lot more caring for animals. And when before, like that's not really something that I would think about. But yeah, I wouldn't have the attention span for a dog either. Used to ride horses at your dad's growing up. It was a lot of fun. That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, horses are great. I mean, like I've never really interacted with one, but how long have I been a Christian? So I grew up Catholic. um and I mean like nothing wrong with I don't think that there's anything wrong with, you know, Catholicism or anything like that. Excuse me. It's just different denominations, right? I think what matters is the core. Um I think what matters is the foundation, which is Jesus, and you know, like in the Trinity and like all the really like the important stuff, right? Like I fully believe that you can claim Catholicism and you can claim Protestantism and still not be a Christian, like because being a Christian just means that you're a follower of Christ. And there are plenty of people out there who there are plenty of people out there who claim to be Christian and they're not Christian. And that isn't to cast judgment. It's just that like, and everybody has their own walk with God. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about like those who don't even understand the gospel. You know what I mean? Because growing up as a Catholic, like I mean, like I knew God existed, I believed in God, you know, knew about Jesus, like, but I never really, I didn't know what the gospel was. I didn't know what the gospel was for decades. I'm not gonna say how old I am. I am a young millennial, but for basically up until maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I didn't really understand what the gospel was, and I kind of grew up. When I turned 18, I was just like, okay, like I believe in God, but I'm not going back to church. And you know, and then some stuff happened in my life, and I went through a lot of stuff. I went my own way. I mean, I believed in God, but I also, you know, I was super arrogant, super selfish. I lived a hedonistic lifestyle. And I just kind of, you know, was just super selfish. And that caught up with me. And I'm not super, it's not that like I feel like sensitive about this topic for myself, but more for like other reasons. But I basically hit rock bottom in my life. A lot of my important relationships were kind of shattered, and that's when I kind of was just like, well, I need Christ. Like I need something, right? I was addicted to a lot of things, and I had a mentor in my life who basically told me, hey, I know what you're going through right now is tough, but here's the thing. If you claim to be a man of God, which I did, but I mean, I wasn't practicing or anything, I just claimed it. He was like, then you need to first get your relationship right with God. Get your relationship right with Jesus, and then everything will fall into place. The reason why you're so addicted to things is because you're trying to escape from life and from the hardships of life, that you numb yourself. And I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And so instead of escaping to those addictions, escape to God. Instead of, going to your addictions for when you're feeling overwhelmed with life, bring it to Christ. Second, find yourself a home church, because I wasn't going to church then, but he was like, find yourself a home church and surround yourself with good Christian men who can support you through this time. And so I was just like, okay, because I had a lot of trust in him, because he has mentored me throughout a lot of years in my life. And so I basically did that. So that weekend I had like a business conference, and at the end of the conference there was a service that I usually go to. So I went and I prayed for a home church, and the very next weekend the church that I went to became my home church, and so that's a very long-winded answer to your question. I apologize, but to answer your question, a couple years. I would consider myself, because though I did grow up in the church, in Catholicism and stuff like that, I was not a Christ follower until 2 months ago, 2 years ago. I mean, I would say. Oh, praise God, that's powerful. No, I loved hearing your testimony. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to share it. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, and like everyone is far from perfect. Like I still like struggle with things as well, but Jesus has set me free from so many things. So many addictions. It's kind of crazy. Like, he truly is the chain breaker. Man, he has blessed me so much. Truly, like, if anybody is like looking for hope out there, like they're trying to fill this void in their chest and with other things, like I'm telling you, like some people don't want to hear it. I've interacted with plenty of people in real life who, I've tried to share this joy and peace, and that's unexplainable, and I have every right from a worldly perspective to be bitter, to be hateful, to be just angry, and yet like I'm not, and I was able to, like, God was able to fill that void in my chest and give me this unexplainable peace and joy in a very tumultuous time in my life. And so, like, if y'all are out there looking for hope, try God, man. Try Jesus. Just try him. Firmly believe he never misses. If you're genuine in you seeking, like, you'll find him. He'll make himself known 100%. But yeah, I think what I want to do is, let's throw a transition in here real quick, and then we'll play it back, and then we'll end stream, because it is getting late for me, and I do have to go to bed, because I do have work tomorrow. Like a down riser right here, I think would be really dope. I've grown up with a lot of fear and still struggling with it. I definitely want to share the gospel more. Absolutely. I mean, I still struggle with fear. I still struggle with a lot of things, honestly. But I don't think... So I think that there are certain things that, like, God will take us away from, or will take away from us to help us, when we ask. But also, I believe that he'll leave certain things in certain struggles. He'll allow you to go through certain struggles to grow, to learn to rely on him more, to learn to trust him more. And I definitely think that, where is this that I'm looking at? FX. When it comes to like fear and stuff like that, I don't think you'll ever get away from fear as long as we're still on this earth. Fear, because with courage, I mean, this is such a cheesy old saying, but it's true. Courage isn't the lack of fear, but it's moving forward in the face of fear or in spite of fear. And then when you understand, let me turn this down, it's kind of loud. When you turn this down, when you understand that, like, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, then it's a lot easier to kind of combat that fear, I think. I think we want to do like so like something like to signify that the downriser is happening. This is really cool. I really want to use this, but it might be out of place. Let's turn this up. Turn that down. Maybe it just like... I kind of like that. Let's fade this out. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Could probably fade this out a little bit and then fade this out more here. Yeah, that's sick. I like it a lot. Snare, B halftime. Rim halftime. Okay, cool. So I think this is where we'll stop. Oh, wait. Let's get these side chains going. Yeah. Right here. Bam. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play it back. Well, no, first we're gonna save. Very, very important. And then we're going to play back, and then we'll end the stream there. So yeah, this is what we're having. This is what we have so far. Yeah, and I'm not too sure what to put in after, but let's hear this part. Yeah, not bad. It's okay. So we'll stop here. And then I want to try to raid someone. I'd really want to raid Chombles, but he's playing Cyberpunk right now, and Cyberpunk probably isn't the best game to raid into right now. So we're going to go after all that talk, right? Not judging, just, you know. Thank you for streaming and talking to you. Yeah, absolutely. I love interacting with chat. So to all my lurkers, you know, not calling you out. I wouldn't ever do that. But if you ever feel like it, come chat. You know, I love chatting with lurkers, and with the community. But to all my lurkers, thank you so much for lurking. I really do appreciate it. Your support means so much, even if I'm just noise in the background. I really, really do appreciate you picking me to have me in the background. But yeah, that's a wrap. Let me start this raid real quick. Cool. Did it work? Is it working? It is. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's a wrap. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Phantom Frequency. Remember, even in the darkest night, the light will draw us together. Come meet me in it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Much love. Stay blessed. Bye.